Okay, so Exodus chapter 20 lays out the Ten Commandments, which you know, we accept those to be moral law. Everyone has an internal conscience that tells them that yes, this is correct moral law, these things are wrong, and we all internally know that. Um, and the Bible is the source of these commandments, of this moral law. So if we choose to believe in this moral law, then that means we are putting our trust in the source, which is the Bible. And that's really the draw of the Bible. It gives you a moral law because you don't want to live lawlessly. Because if there is no law, then you're not safe. You are vulnerable to those same crimes, those same acts, if they're not against the law. So you want a law, and then you want perfect enforcement. Of course, perfect enforcement, that's at the realm of judgment. And, you know, heaven is supposed to be the place where those laws are perfectly followed, and that's your ultimate goal, is to get to heaven. So for these laws to be valid and to actually strive towards a heaven where these laws are followed, you have to trust the source. That's where these laws came from. And if you don't trust the source, then you don't get to rely on these laws. It doesn't compute. Then it becomes like there's nothing to fall back on. So you have to trust the source, that being the Bible, the Word of God, the same voice that's telling you these 10 laws is also telling you this is the Word of God. And there's enough evidence that the Bible is holy. There's not one single lie in the whole book. Logically, you cannot find me one sentence in the whole Bible that's not true. So it's a logically perfect work, and thus it stands up to being the Word of God. It lives up to the claim. So then, why does someone who openly breaks the commandments get to call themselves a Christian? They don't. Or they can call themselves whatever they want, but they're not a Christian. You you can't ignore part of it. You can't edit it. You can't use it to serve your purpose. You have to follow it, or you don't get heaven. You don't get that specific heaven where there's no sin as defined in the Ten Commandments. And if that is what you want, then you have to follow it word for word, cover to cover, start to finish. It is what it is. There's no other option.